right, so I'm just gonna let that sit there for right now while I tighten up the lower anchors. So same thing as the seat belt, it's just getting weight on here to compress it down while pulling the belt tight. This one tightens from this other side.
Okay, yeah, I saw you. It was just a little strap.
Yep, just
you
pull it tight. To release it, there's a little buckle. If you kind of flip it over, it'll release the tension off there so you can get it out. But same thing, grab at the belt path. It's not going anywhere, so that's plenty tight, just like that.
Okay.
So we'll come around here to the back.
Oh, it's down there.
So yours is actually all the way underneath that seat.
Uh-huh.
There is a bar that comes out. It's that same style bar.
Hey, do you put it underneath that other handheld thing up above you? Or?
Yeah, we'll set it through there.
Oh. Oh, okay, I see. So you hook it. There you go.
There we go. So put that on there. The tether strap, we're not looking to get super tight like we are with the lower anchors. Just pull it and get it snug. Again, that's just to kind of prevent that forward motion in the event that you're in an impact. So.
Okay. Which way do you usually have it hooked up for your kid? The top like that, or the other way?
With the latch strap. So all of our seats have the latch anchors. So all the seats are put in with the latch strap.
Okay. That seems to be probably more sturdy. I mean, if you had the choice between that and the overhead strap.
The actual seat belt itself.
Yeah, the actual seat belt.
It's a lot more convenient to use. Okay. They're both of them are crash tested. They all go through the same test and they all pass. They're all are equally safe, again, as long as they're done correctly each time.
Wow.
So
cool. That's it?
That's it.
You've done it.
We've done it.
Thank you so much for helping me out here.
We do have our level indicator on the side. This one's got a few different colors on there. If you're in the red, obviously you don't want to be in the red. The light blue color is for younger kids when they're in that rear-facing position. When you're in the rear-facing position, you want the kids a little more reclined, especially newborns. They don't have the muscles in their neck to kind of hold their head up. So you want to keep them back, just keep their head back to make it easier to breathe.
So if this was off a little bit, then you would just recline the overall seat? You
can recline the seat. There's a few things we can do to kind of put some padding underneath the bottom of the seat to kind of tip it where it needs to be.
Right.
But this seat does recline, so that makes it a little easier too.
And I noticed this thing here was reversible. You could flip it the other way. So if you were having it in the front, like say in the front seat facing out, you would flip that around?
No, you never want to put car seats in the front seat because of airbags.
Okay.
Airbags and car seats do not go together.
Okay, so if you want this flipped around, you would do it right here from the back seat.
Right. What this foot is for is if you were in the rear-facing position. So picture this seat flipped around backwards.
Yeah.
So the kid would be looking out the back.
Yeah.
That foot is basically like the built-in padding to kind of get it reclined back a little bit more.
Right. Okay.
And get us back to where that light blue bubble is at. Is what that foot is for. So.
Yeah. Nice.
The only other thing to watch for is adjusting the straps here. So two different setups, forward facing and rear facing. So I'll tell you forward facing since that's how we're set up.
Yeah.
So picture little ones sitting in there. So where these straps go into the back of the seat, if you can picture little ones sitting there in their shoulders, you want them even to or above their shoulders.
Okay.
This one's real simple to adjust. You just pull this red handle up and it slides up and down wherever you need it. If they're rear facing, it's exactly the opposite. It's even with or below their shoulder line.
Okay.
As far as tightness with all the straps, to get these straps tight, you pull on this lower strap here and kind of pulls everything in to get it snug. You want this chest clip way up high, all the way up basically the armpit line.
Okay, but not too tight and not...
Well, as far as tightness, what you're looking for is you do want it snug on them. So get them in there, get that thing pulled tight. You want to try to pinch the belt. If you can kind of picture a little one sitting in there.
Yeah.
Pinch the belt. If you can get a hold of a loop of that material, it's too loose.
Okay.
So you want it tight enough that you can't really pinch that material is what you're looking for.
Gotcha. And then to loosen that, there's just a little button there,
There's a little button there. The straps pull back out from the top to loosen it up.
Yeah. Nice.
Since it's winter time, we don't like any big fluffy coats or anything underneath the straps because it's hard to get the belts tight over those. So if it's cold, take the big fluffy coat off, put a blanket over the top.
Okay.
If you're ever in any kind of crash, always check to see if your car seat needs to be replaced. You can come check with us here at the fire department or your insurance companies. There are some laws in California that kind of require them to replace your car seat if you're in an accident, as long as you meet a certain list of stipulations.
Right.
So if you're ever in a kind of accident, just check. Again, they're plastic and styrofoam. They're made for one good impact, and then they just need to be tossed and replaced. We never recommend using used car seats just because you don't know the history if they've been in a crash or not. So.
Right. Hey, I was thinking about having a little neck thing for him, like if he's sleeping, you know, the thing that you put on like for airplanes. Would you suggest something like that? Would that be okay to do based on how this is done, or does that really not matter?
So we don't really recommend any aftermarket things that go with the car seats. This car seat was crash tested with the crash dummy, and this car seat as is.
Okay.
So as far as any aftermarket things, we don't recommend any of those unless they were crash tested with this seat.
Okay.
And there are a few companies that have aftermarket products that they crash test with their seats, but as a general rule, we don't recommend those things. Same thing with the toys and whatnot, video screens you can hang from the seats. You know, picture whatever you have on there hitting little one in the face. We obviously don't want that. So
because we were thinking about, I don't know, strapping something in here if he couldn't hang on to it himself as we're driving along. I'm not quite sure. This did have something up here, but it's not working anymore. So
the DVD player.
Yeah, and I took it someplace and they said it would be really super expensive to just fix it. If you ever thought about doing something, you might as well take that out and replace it entirely. That's what they were saying.
The other thing, this seat should have come, it's usually clipped right on the strap with a little postcard.
Yeah, it did have a postcard.
So what that is if there's ever any recalls or information like that, they'll just notify you directly. So you want to send that in. You can also do it online.
Okay.
They don't send you junk mail or anything like that. But there are recalls on car seats, and I will check I have the national recall list over there, so I'll check it before you go, just to make sure there's nothing out on it currently.
All right.
But make sure that thing gets mailed in.
Dude, that's so nice of the fire department doing this for its citizens. What else do you do for families? Anything else besides putting car seats in?
We handle all the emergency calls here in the city. We do station tours. Come on by, pay us a visit. We'll show you the firehouse.
And you're going to let me sit up in that fire truck, aren't you?
Absolutely.
With a hat? I want the hat.
And the sticker. You got to wear the sticker, though.
A sticker? Wear a sticker?
Yeah, I have a sticker for you.
Okay. I'll wear the sticker. I have never done that, or at least I don't remember when I was at school, when I was just a little kid on field trips. I remember going somewhere to a fire department and sliding down the pole. Do you actually have a pole in here? Come on, tell me the truth.
It's only a single story.
Man, they should have done a pole somewhere. Like, just for fun, somewhere.
They don't let us, there's no fun allowed.
Okay. Hey, do you ever take this one out on calls? Look how old this thing is. You don't drive this around, do you?
Every 4th of July.
Okay, this is the one in Lincoln. Every 4th of July. It's got a name to it, doesn't it?
This is a 1933 Seagrave. This was the city of Lincoln's very first fire engine purchased.
Oh, the Seagrave. Yeah, that rings a bell.
So
wow.
It still runs and drives. It still pumps water.
Cool.
So we try and take care of her. Years ago, I believe back in the, I want to say the 50s or 60s, Folsom Prison used to have a program where the inmates would restore one old fire engine every year, and this was done back then.
You're kidding. Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks again. Now, go give me that hat, will you? Did you hear him? Most fire departments will take your kids through a tour. If you got any questions about that, check your local fire department out. Last but not least, Billy highly suggested sending this back to the manufacturer, the little card, and this will give you any updates later on if there's a recall or if there's certain issues having to do with your car seat. And dabbity nabbit, here's my little directional thing. He said there's a little slot. Remember, there was a slot on the back side of that. I may have to disconnect that and pull that out and put these in there. They also have it in English and Spanish, usually when you get a car seat. And hey, if you go to the fire department, don't forget your badge. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.